questions? More stories? What are you doing at your reunions? I can't believe this.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'd like to know typically what people are charging at their family reunions. Because ours is normally $100. This year coming up, it's $150. So just wanted to find out. My family would like for it to be like $30. I don't know what they intend on doing for $30, but.
No, I always thought the more people you have, the less it's going to cost. But we don't, like I said, we may have 355 people in our family, but we may only get 75 or so up. So we have to charge more for an adult. Then we break it down, like a child 3 and under is free. Then it's like from 4 to 12 is another price, and then
Does it include banquets and admissions?
yes, usually
So
right
everything except for your hotel.
Hotel.
So you got your dinners, your breakfast, 2 dinners, 1 breakfast, t-shirts, and we need admission for anything.
all the everything we do as far as entertainment is included in that. Like the first year we had a boat ride on the port welcome, which included dinner, the boat ride, the band, the drinks, everything, not the drinks, everything else was included in that. Friday night we had a banquet, all the food, everything was included in that, entertainment.
But we buy, if we can get raffle tickets, we do raffles of anything. We try to get things for free as well. But what we have to pay for, all that is included in there along with postage. We're going to go to email now, but, postage and printing and all of that stuff, we just add everything into the front.
I think at your reunions this year, or your next reunions, make sure that you know who in your family has email, because that would certainly cut a lot of postage. Emails, and make it really clear to them why you want to know their emails, and make it also clear to them that you want to make sure that your email isn't going to be spammed. When you start sending stuff to them, because if you're sending blasts, if you're sending large numbers at one time, a lot of systems, if they know 40 were sent at once, they're just going to automatically spam them because they assume it's spam. So, they're just a little extra things you have to do if you're doing e-blasting. But, and if you're interested in it, Constant Contact, we just started using Constant Contact, and they do have some levels of free service. And I think the levels of free service probably would fit a lot of reunions. Maybe not. On the other hand, it's not that expensive. I apologize, I don't remember how much it was, but it was a whole heck of a lot less than what we were paying the company to do it for us. And they give you all kinds of statistics. They tell you who opened it and how fast they opened it, and well, in our case, because we have it linked to our website, who went to the website and where they went on the website. I mean, these are the kinds of statistics that 20 years ago we dreamed about having. Not about the internet necessarily, but who opened the mail and who read the mail. Now we know who did it, So I have to admit that if you get an email from, and you get on our email newsletter list, and you open the newsletter, and you go to the website, the chances are you're going to get what we internally call hot emails, because in between I may come up with something, or something may come to me, and I say, well, these are the people I know are going to be interested in it, and I pop out another email. There haven't been many sweepstakes. In fact, there haven't been any sweepstakes this year. Usually, hotel chains and airlines have sweepstakes in winter for spring and summer reunions. We haven't had any of those this year. That's typically what I had in e-blast in the past. And quite a few reunions that heard about those sweepstakes from us have been winners. And some of them were really, really good. But they're just not doing that. So those are the kinds of things I would send out in a hot e-blast. It would be in an e-blast, but it would be a couple weeks later. Yes?
I want to know how important it was to her to include the t-shirts. We usually have our t-shirts optional. And
do you sell all of them?
Yeah, because they place the
they order ahead of time.
Yeah.
But you order extras that they can buy.
Right.
Yeah.
Get theirs.
Yeah.
Because that keeps the cost down, so they won't be shocked. And then they included the boat ride. I wouldn't even include that in the VI rate. There would be something optional also that they could check out on registration. She said the boat ride was included, right?
When we did optional things for people, like one year you could have done a tour of the ball field and got some stuff with that, or gone to the museum. We didn't get enough people
So you
in those certain things so they could actually get the group rate.
So you don't do it?
So we don't do that. So now everything's included in one price. So we get because the whole key is to keep everybody together as much as we can.
Right.
So we didn't want people going off all different, but they just didn't participate in
So
the
'cause-
optional thing. So then you had people disappointed that they weren't gonna go because we couldn't get the group rate. And then we had to refund that money because you weren't going.
So
And
you
that just made a whole nother mess.
Yeah.
Too many other things
I
to do.
think oftentimes, a question that comes up at affairs like this is, how do you get people to pay? And I'm sure everybody has that problem. But I think one of the problems that you, as the organizer, tends not to do, and I'm just going to make you a whole group, is you don't educate your families about how important it is, one, that they get their money in on time. Why? You know, a lot of people have no clue why you need this. And it's really, really important that they understand that there are deposits that you must put down. There are, in most instances, you do